Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Jim Dar's Tone Shifter channel, where we show you how to take any guitar and make it sound and play better. So join me in the Guitar Cabin, our musical sanctuary from day-to-day life, as we explore another really cool guitar project. I'm excited. Let's get to it. Well, where we left off last time, we were letting the guitar stabilize. You can see cosmetically I've added a pick guard and done a couple other things to it. So let's look into this in a little more detail and see exactly what we've got and whether it's a keeper or not. Well, here's an update on the cheap ES335 style guitar. I've made some changes to it. I'm still letting it all settle out. It's been a couple weeks now since I got it. I had to do a light fret dressing. I ended up replacing the bridge with one I had. The one that originally came on it just started buzzing and rattling. I've raised the stop tail, as you can see, to have a little bit less of a break angle. This is a temporary bridge, one that I had. This was one that was made in Japan. Still have the original pickups on it. I have straightened up them so they're not cockeyed like they were. And then I added a cream pick guard here in a Les Paul style. I wanted it to look a little bit different. So here's my take on it so far. The guitar neck is still stabilizing. I suspect this guitar was never tuned to pitch. And when you put tension on it, it stabilizes, hopefully. It looks like it's stabilized a little bit, but I am still getting some buzzing in certain areas that I didn't get after I level dressed it. So that tells me that the neck's settling in, the guitar's settling in. I still love the way this thing sounds. I have not replaced the original pickups yet because if the neck won't settle in, I don't want to keep it, and I don't want to put one of my pickups in that cost $150 each. Machine heads work pretty well. They're pretty smooth. I did get a comment from somebody that went out and got one that they were having trouble with it staying in tune, so I'm not sure if it's a bridge issue, a nut issue, or the tuner itself. So I'm not sure what the problem is in that particular example. It could be the tuners themselves are not holding the pitch, in which case you'd tune it up and one string would kind of go flat. It could be binding in the nut. If you're turning it and you hear it, could be binding in the nut there. It could be binding on the bridge here. Could be too much downward pressure on the bridge. Could be the saddles binding up. I suggested that he put some graphite lube on the bridge saddles and also on the nut itself. So hopefully that'll solve his problem. One of the other things that I had to do on this guitar is the strap buttons were very sharp. So I tried to figure out a way to sand them down smooth. I used a drill, and I've got some pictures of that. And they're much smoother now than they were before. The strap buttons, as you can see, had a very sharp edge to it, so I chucked it in the drill very carefully with safety goggles and at a very slow speed, turned it around, wrapping the sandpaper around it, and you can see the results are much smoother. The pick guard I wanted to use, which was cut out for humbuckers, really was too white compared to the pickup rings that I put on the guitar. So I had an extra P90 style LP pickguard in a cream color, I believe, from All Parts. So what I did is I mapped them up side by side together and really just used a file and a bandsaw to shape the creamier one to the correct shape so it would fit the humbucking pickups on the guitar. I think it's a nice addition. It looks good, looks cosmetically pleasing, I think. The other thing I did was I didn't really care for the black plain headstock. So I found a brass stenciling tool in the shape of a shell that actually looks kind of cool on the guitar. I think I might keep it on that, but we'll wait and see. The results are, I think, one really good looking guitar that looks unique from the plain Jane that it was when we got it. Anyway, I enjoy it. Let me know if you like the way the guitar looks. I think it's pretty good. I still think they nailed this neck. The neck just feels perfect to me in every way. I could play this neck all day long. Again, with the electronics, I'm still, these pickups sound okay, but they aren't anywhere close to being very clear, crisp, articulate with good string to string separation, which I aim my pickups to be. So, am I going to keep the bridge on here? I'm going to keep this one on for now. If I end up keeping the guitar, I might go to a different one. This one has a slightly narrower string spacing than the one that came on the factory. These are all ABR1 style copies. The problem with the original one is it just wasn't machined that well, and some of these saddles would be sitting up too high. Even though they're supposed to be in an arch like this, one or two of them on the original bridge came in a little high, and I just don't think it was machined that well. Still might be able to make it work because the string spread is a little higher, but right now this is working pretty well, and I like it. I like aesthetically how the guitar looks. So let me know if you've decided to get one, what your experience was, and then when we do a final show on this guitar, I'll be able to demo it, and I'll do an A/B comparison with these pickups and my pickups, so you guys can actually hear the difference yourself. So anyway, please subscribe, like, and ring the bell so you'll get notifications when we're moving forward. Again, have a great day, have a great week, be kind. Thanks.